Summer is hitting Spain, and while the tourists are rushing to the beach to bake in the sun, I'm here for a different reason. The fish won't catch themselves. Getting into an open sail wetsuit on a hot day is a sport in itself, and here comes my secret weapon, the wetsuit lube. Seriously, without a bottle of this stuff, getting into this neoprene is physically impossible. Before I hit the spot, I run through the mental checklist so I don't forget something important. Spear gun, fins, knife, torch, signaling buoy. What else? Weight belt, mask, stinger. Wait, did I forget something? Ah, of course. I also need gloves and socks. They say you don't need much gear for spearfishing until you actually do. First drop, and I'm setting up an espero, a waiting technique. Look, there she is, a beautiful Lubina. I make a sharp movement, rookie mistake, and she bolts. But luck is on my side today. Out of pure curiosity, she makes a loop around the rock and comes back right into the track of my gun. I make a shot. I got it. During the next dive, I was looking for the fish and scanning the rocks. And at some point, I noticed something special. A tiny octopus tucked into a crevice. I'm moving closer to get a better look, but I'm keeping my hands off. He's definitely under the 1 kilo limit. Respecting the sea means knowing when to let them grow. On this dive, an indistinct silhouette emerges from the blue. Then a second one. Two triggerfish swimming straight at me like they don't have a care. One clean shot and it drops to the bottom without a fight. Look at that oval body. The trigger fin is locked up and you can even hear the fish making clicking sounds with its mouth. On this dive, two small lubinas flash right in front of me. Then they instantly turn in and run in opposite direction. My reaction time was completely off on this one, definitely starting to question my reflexes. Same thing happens with this grey mullet. It approaches perfectly and I just do nothing. When you start hesitating like this underwater, it's usually a sign to take a break and call it a day. Welcome my dive buddy, Rus. He drops to the bottom and triggers his fish collar. Honestly, with me floating right above him, filming this close, no fish is coming to that call. Time for me to back off. Rus is working the ledges now, tracking shadows with his torch. I'm playing the backseat driver here, joking with him that he is checking the wrong stones and that the fish is somewhere else. After a few empty holes, he gives up. Don't worry, I will show him exactly where they're hiding in the next scene. Now this is my turn to prove it. I dive down to check under a few stones. Unfortunately, there is nothing, and there is nothing under the second one. But as I lift my head, wait for it, boom! A massive stingray appears right at the end of my spear tip. Here you can see a school of small barracudas hovering in the distance. Beautiful to watch, but unfortunately none of them come close enough for a shot. Instead, a couple of grey mullets scurries by. but today they aren't what I'm looking for. Another dive out of many that day. Checking holes, looking under ledges, and finally we hit the right stone. Unfortunately, the camera struggles to focus on the darkness of the hole against the bright sunlight outside, but I can see the fish. I line up a perfect headshot, a gorgeous Dorada on the spear. Look at those colors shine in the sun. Dinner is officially secured. Spearfishing on social media makes it look easy, because we only select the successful clips for the video. The reality of this sport is 90% waiting, observing, and staring at empty water. But consistency pays off. After countless empty drops, a nice Sargo is spotted under the rock, secured and brought to the surface. I'm cleaning the catch right here in the water. Not only does it keep the kitchen spotless at home, but it also gives back to the marine life. The guts thrown away otherwise, but out here they feed the ecosystem. I'm fully focused looking for a fish under this rock ledge. I turn around to head up only to find a massive school of small barracudas right behind my back. One more dive, I'm checking under the rocks. Listen closely, you can hear some loud bumps as my gear hits the stone. In this game, noise is your worst enemy. Stay quiet or go home empty-handed. This dive had all the markings of a perfect dive. A massive school of fish appears while I'm down in ambush, but not a single one comes close enough for a shot. Looking back, I think I held the spear gun too far forward, spooking them before they could even come close. Note to self: hide completely behind the rock next time. On the way up, Roos crosses paths with another octopus. It's way too small to harvest, but it's an incredibly cute little guy. Roos tries to give it a friendly pet, but the octopus fires off a dramatic cloud of ink, making it very clear he is not enjoying the interaction. Message received. Roos lets him go to slide back into the reef. Time to finally call it a day and head home. The final tally rests on the shore. My fins laid out on the rocks with a beautiful Dorada and a solid Sargo on top. It takes a lot of empty drops and endless patience, but leaving the beach with a fresh, self-caught dinner makes every single dive worth it.